Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to Look Into My Life. For those of you that are new here, my name is Angela and yeah, that's it. My name is Angela. So today we are going to be doing a little bit of a story time, get ready with me video. I'm excited for this video because I never in my life thought I would make a video like this or titled like this, and well, here we are. So I have about 1 hour and 30 minutes to get ready. Yeah, it's date night tonight. So you saw the title. So I want you all to get cozy and comfortable with me, or get your makeup brushes out if you're also getting ready with me, because we are going to be talking about how God gave me my own talk show. Sounds so crazy when I say it out loud, but yeah, we're going to be talking about how God gave me a talk show and basically how that manifested into my life and the path, the process, and how everything worked together. And really, I just want to make this video for anyone out there who is needing a little more faith in their lives. Some people have the gift of faith, some people don't. I'm the type of person where sometimes I kind of need to see stuff, and no shame in that. Like, that's totally normal and so human of all of us. Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about that while doing my makeup and my hair. So I have these roller sets and I just put them in like 2 hours or so ago. I'm going to use this Mario skincare facial spray. It just has everything that I need just for moisture. I'm going to start with that, and then yeah, I usually don't wear foundation, but today I am going to wear some foundation. Okay, so let's jump right into the story time while I'm doing this Get Ready With Me video. Okay, first let me tell you what it is that God gave me. So like I said, God gave me my very own talk show that is going to be on a television network. I will release all the details as it comes. Right now we're all just in the pre-production stages of everything, so it's very new, it's very hectic, it's a lot of overwhelming stuff because it's new to me. I'm producing, I'm hosting, and it's really going to be my baby. Like, I'm in charge of everything. And of course I have mentors and help along the way, of course, but I am in charge of everything. It is my show, my creative process, a real like passion, a project of mine that I was given, I guess, at the right time, and I didn't think I was ready for it, but God doesn't give you something unless he thinks you're ready for it. So yeah, I'm just trusting that I was given this at this time right now for a really good reason, and I'm starting to understand and see why as things are unfolding. So okay, starting off with Fenty. Rihanna, I love you. Rihanna, this was like a blessing. I tanned so much, so this is not really my shade, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So yeah, basically like, oh, okay. I need my mirror with me. I don't have it, so I'm gonna use my phone. So basically, for this story to start, we have to go all the way back to 2020. Oh my gosh, it's too much foundation. Just a little bit. I put way too much. We're gonna have to go back to the pandemic. So when the pandemic hit, you know, all of us were kind of indoors, right? And we had a lot of time to think and process and think, what the heck is life gonna look like? Because nobody knew when we were gonna be allowed out. Everyone was freaking out over toilet paper and other, you know, subjects and things. Rightfully so. We're all scared, myself included. I was pretty freaked out. I didn't know what life was gonna look like. You know, you also don't want to catch what was going around either, because a lot of people unfortunately were, sorry, this might be a trigger warning for people, especially those who lost somebody during that time, but a lot of people lost their loved ones and friends and family during that time. It was a very sad time for the whole world, right? During that time, I'm contemplating, like, what the heck would I have wanted? Like, what do I want? You know, if and when we come out of this. Like, if life were to end for me, then what would I have accomplished? That makes sense. So I was just getting into those thought processes of like, okay, what's important to me, right? What are the things that are exciting and important to me? And a lot of people were thought that, like, there were so many people that got divorced during COVID, or got married during COVID, or started a new job, or quit their job, or there were so many changes people were making because that time forced all of us to kind of sit down and think. I don't even want to say the C word. I'm not even going to say that because I don't want this video to be flagged because of the C word. So you guys know what I'm talking about, the C word during 2020. But yeah, so basically it was a scary time, and around the time the restrictions were lifting, I was like, oh my goodness, like, wow, life is going on again. Okay, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna be fearless and I'm gonna do what I want, because you never know what could happen. You never know what tomorrow can hold. So this is around the time where I entered my first beauty pageant, and I entered it because I felt like the pageant industry, I entered Miss Universe Canada, and I felt like the pageant industry kind of had everything that I was totally into and loved. It was like about philanthropy, but also about like the beauty fashion world, which is so much fun. And yeah, and I've had this YouTube channel for a while where I do hair stuff, skincare stuff, so I really wanted to kind of combine all of my loves into one setting, into a career, really. That's really what I wanted, was to combine everything that I'm interested in into a career. And then I also cared so much about making a positive impact. And yeah, just like, you know, a lot of people, when they consider what jobs they want, a lot of people become doctors because they want to help people. Some people become teachers because they really want to change children's lives. Like, you know, you think about those things. So for me, I wanted to make an impact, and I knew that if I wanted to do something, then I wanted it to be worth it. So during that time, when you go into pageantries, like, you really get to know yourself. For those of you that have done pageants, no. You really get to know yourself. The pageant, that's a whole nother story time, which I recorded a video about that a long time ago, exposing the whole pageant industry. If you guys want to see that, I will definitely release it, but I got cold feet and I never released it. But I still have it, so let me know if you would be interested in seeing that story time. But anyway, yeah, so I was very much getting to know myself during that process, because I was like, okay, I want this platform, but why? So I had to start digging and getting into why I want stuff. And as I got to know myself, I really realized the things that I'm interested in and passionate about. And I remember writing it all down, and I wrote down everything that I wanted. I wrote down that I wanted my own talk show one day. I want a talk show that was going to be important and helpful to people's mental health. Things that are going to be of value. Like, I wanted to add value to people's lives in a creative way. That was always the goal, and that was the only goal I had, was adding value to people's lives in a creative way. And you know, I was a psych major at the time. I graduated now. I have my degree.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
I have my degree now in psychology, and I just kind of wanted to be like, all right, like let me get out there and talk about these really important subjects that could be helpful to relationships, it could be helpful to each other. But because I also have this creative side, I wanted to do it in a creative way. I didn't want it to be so boring. I had no idea how this was all going to come about or unfold for me, but I put it out there. I prayed about it. I wrote it down, actually, and the way I thought I was going to get there was different from the way that I actually got there now. If that makes sense, which is how it usually happens anyway. Like, you usually get what you're praying for or asking for in the way that you're not expecting it to happen. Fast forwarding, obviously I didn't win Miss Universe Canada. I did not win that pageant, but I was top 3 runway. So yeah, I got my little Miss Runway moment. I shouldn't say little. Top 3 best in catwalk, which was an honor for me because it was my first pageant. I've had very little runway experience, and to be given that title amongst like 60 girls, I was like, oh, that kind of feels nice that I have a good catwalk. So I wouldn't say let go of my dreams, but I just was like, maybe it'll happen in a different way. And fast forwarding again to last year, 2022, I was invited to Miss Universe Zimbabwe, all the way in Zimbabwe. And for that one, I was top 12 in Miss Universe Zimbabwe. So yeah, this is the Fenty concealer. I just like to keep it simple. So for that one, I was top 12. And again, I still had my aspirations and goals, but I didn't know how I was going to accomplish it. And I didn't win. I always thought like maybe the outlet was I'm going to win, because when a girl wins a title, you know, she does get propelled into like a platform. She gets so many doors open, opportunities, sponsorship deals. And I did get sponsorship deals. I did get ambassadorship offers just from being a contestant. So you get opportunities anyway just from being a contestant, but it just, yeah, I wouldn't say jaded by the process, but there was just so much behind the scenes that I was like, I don't even think I want anything to do with show business, anything to do with being in the public limelight. Even my YouTube channel, I was like, I don't even know if I want this channel anymore, because yeah, this world is weird. The social media world is very weird. It's a lot of vanity. It's not what I originally set out to do. I wanted to add value to people's lives. I wanted to do it in a meaningful way. I wanted to do it in a creative way. And I felt like, how is that going to be possible in an industry that is so, it attracts a lot of different personalities, and some personalities that go in there are not there for the best intentions or reasons. It can be very self-serving, and because of that, it attracts like just a lot of backstabbing, a lot of going behind. It's, you know, that industry, show business, can be cutthroat, ruthless. Like, there's a lot of being fake and putting a false image out there for, like, it's a lot of that. So I just obviously got really discouraged, and I really, to be honest, I gave up completely, to the point where I was not even thinking about this talk show anymore. I wasn't thinking about having that platform anymore. And kind of throughout those years, it was the last 2 years, I was kind of going through complete sadness and lost in direction and just depressed and anxious. And yeah, and you know, a lot of people say when you're depressed it's because you're stuffing down a part of yourself. You're just not letting yourself express it. So, and I think now looking back, that's what I was doing. Like, I was stuffed down like a lot of my dreams and my passions, my goals. It's making me tear up to think about, because yeah, it was a hard time, because I'm still going through some of those things now in a different way. Yeah, I'd kind of just given up completely. I gave up on it. And it was actually around January when I started dating somebody. He was the first person to encourage that part of me, like doing what I want and not caring what other people think of me, and not to judge. Like, don't judge yourself, just go out there and do what you want to do. If you want to do your YouTube, I'm gonna support you. Like, he was the first person to kind of be like that for me. Like, you know, people come in your lives for different reasons. Some people it's for a lifetime, some people it's for a season. So yeah, like, you just gotta go with the flow of things. So, you know, he particularly changed my mind about a lot of stuff. Yeah, around that time, I remember getting this email from this network that I had applied for years ago. It was years ago. I got email from this network that I just signed up for, because sometimes they take on new projects. I don't know if it's yearly or how they do it. I really was not keeping up with all of that, but I will do another video about them as time goes on. But I got an email about, you know, they're looking for creators who want to make a series about something that's important for them, something that is going to be impactful, something that they're passionate about, just, you know, a project, and they're going to be funding it and all of that, all that good stuff. Of course, I saw it and I was feeling like, okay, let me just apply. What's the harm in applying? And I remember seeing like the examples, and I waited until the last minute to apply. I saw on the website just an example of a video submission, and it was really good, crazy good. And I was like, how am I gonna make that in like 6 hours, because it's due tonight? And yeah, I just did not have really much faith, and I did it last minute, and you know, I just kind of just was like, you know what, because it's my story, well, because I resonate with the story and I know what I want to talk about, and I've had a lot of experience. I mean, I traveled to the other side of the world. Like, I was out here in show business, learning from the best, really. I was like, I have everything I need to be ready for this right now. I'm gonna put this together, it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna submit it. So I did a quick submission, because I had no choice. I waited till the last minute, and then I just totally forgot about it, and I knew that they were gonna get back to us in May-ish. And at this time, you know, I'm in another province. I'm in Toronto. I'm kind of thinking of I don't know, I have just different plans, and I'm in Toronto, and I'm, you know, just living life in a different way. But I wasn't even thinking about it. And one day I wake up and I look at my phone, and it was like, oh, congratulations. And I was like, congratulations? What? And I open it and I'm reading it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I started sharing the news. Like, I called my mom. Yeah, I just start sharing the news, and I'm excited. And then literally, like, I start getting overwhelmed, and it starts hitting me, and I'm like, and then you start getting imposter syndrome a little bit. And I kind of got paralyzed for a little bit. It was like a good like month where I didn't even want to interact with the email, and they had to message me and be like, hey, can you sign the contract? And I was like, yeah, I want to sign the contract. And yeah, so that's basically how it came into my life. The show is about what I wanted it to be about years ago. It's about addressing mental health topics. It's about self-care. It's about things that I'm passionate about. And you know, having gone through those in the last 3 years, and having gone through depression and anxiety, I can actually sit there in that chair across from whoever I'm interviewing and have humility and have compassion, and create it in a way that is going to be empathetic to even a viewer who's seeing it and looking at it. I can do that now because of the things that I went through. And I think that God does that. God prepares us before giving us certain things. And I don't like to say that God wanted me to be depressed, like that was his intention. I don't think so, because I don't think God is the type to give us suffering and pain, and if we suffer through it, we get rewarded then. No, I don't believe in redemptive suffering. Some Christians do. I'm not one of those people that believes in that. I just think that we live in a world where stuff happens. You know, stuff happens all the time. You know, poop happens. I don't want to swear because I want this to be kid friendly. And because poop is happening, God promises us that he uses it for good. It's going to be used for good. The things that we go through, they're going to be used for good, and I had no choice but to believe in that. I can see how all of that, everything that I went through and I'm still going through, will be used for good. And I really want to put my whole heart and everything into this, because that's all I have right now. Like, that's all I can do. I'm tearing up because it is really genuinely a passion project for me. I'm totally a perfectionist and it gets in my way, but I'm trying to get rid of that part of me and being like, this is where I'm starting. I'm starting here with this small series, and let's see where it could go. I'm trying to be curious about life and see where it could go, and at the same time, I'm putting my whole heart and soul and everything I have into creating something where, you know, other people can look at it and be like, okay, that was helpful, or I needed to hear that, and I'm grateful that I heard that, or that I saw that, even down to like every guest that I want on this channel. Like, I really want it to be something that, yeah, that speaks to people. I was given this at this point in my life, given this show at this point in my life for a reason. So yeah, I have to trust the process, because that's all we can do, right guys? So there's not really anything more to add to the story time. I'm not even done my makeup. It usually takes me 10 minutes to do my makeup, but I was just rambling as I was doing this story time. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the story time. Like, I really feel like because of everything I went through the last few years, I'm really going to be able to sit there on that chair, like, humbly, you know, before everyone, and be like, yeah, this is what I'm creating, and I'm not just creating it for myself. Like, I'm creating it for other people, you know, like, I'm creating it for the viewers. The show is going to be airing in 2025, early 2025. So I'm going to be taking you along the journey and along the process, the behind the scenes, the everything, the watch party. Yeah, because you guys, those of you that have been with me since I started this channel, are a part of the story, because it was my YouTube channel that inspired that. It was the messages, the DMs that I received from people that said, hey, like, this video that you made, like, it changed my life, or this, you know, when you talked about this, it was my sign to do this, 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 and this. And it's that really was like, oh, like, I am honored and humbled, and like, that little me can even do that. And it's really just by the grace of God, and by God allowing me, or even giving me the platform. So yeah, it's really all of you guys that I want to thank, and also just would like to just extend, like, you know, a prayer for everyone that whatever you're going through right now, may God use all of it for your good, for your benefit, for your testimony, for your life to be blessed. Because I know what it feels like when it rains, it pours, right? When things are bad, oh, it can be like the world is ending, and like depression, those things, that's something I would never even wish on even my worst like enemy. And I don't have any enemies. I mean, well, at least I don't think I do. Maybe there's some people that are like, feel like I'm an enemy to them, but I personally, for me, I really don't have any enemies or people that I'm have any hate towards, just because that's baggage. I don't want to carry that. But yeah, I mean, I really, really do hope and pray that whatever it is that you are going through, that God uses it for your good. And I want to thank you for even watching this video and clicking on this video. I think that if you did click on this video, then you were meant to. There was something that you were supposed to hear. There was some encouragement you were supposed to get from watching it. And you know, life can be hard, but it's the stories we share, it's the vulnerability, the openness that people have that help get us through. It's support, it's people that help get us through. That's really what I want this show to be about. I want the stories to be impactful, I want it to be meaningful, and I want people to leave, even the guests that I have, to leave feeling good about what they shared out there, what they put in the world. Yeah. I'm going to finish my makeup quickly, and then I'm going to come and give you guys a kiss goodbye, a little farewell. I don't know why I'm talking weird. So yeah, I'll be back with my makeup done. Hello. So I'm back. I'm just going to put my earrings on. Yeah. So as I said, the show is going to be airing in 2025, early 2025, February. So yeah, it's not that long of a wait, but because we're all in the pre-production stage right now, it's crunch time. It is getting stuff together. It's trying not to have a heart attack. I have never produced a show in my life, ever, other than, you know, my YouTube videos, which I've done in the comfort of my own home, really without a team of people. So this is gonna be the first time where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a team. I'm gonna, you know, be on set with other people, and obviously I just want to make sure I'm being respectful of everyone's, you know, stories, and just doing everything justice, right? So it's a lot of pressure, not gonna lie. I'm feeling the pressure. This was the time, and I'm sure God is gonna carry me through it. Yeah, and we'll see, you know, if we get a season 2 at the end of this, that'd be great. If not, then, you know, we thank God anyway, because as long as I get the message out, right? So I think I'm gonna leave these in for like another 30 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna take them out. Yeah, because right now it's August 28th, it's Wednesday. So it's 6 p.m. right now, and I gotta leave at 7. So yeah, I can keep these in for a little bit longer and then pop them out and say goodbye to you guys. So I'll be back to take these babies out. Hi. So it is now about 6:30. Snacking on plantain strips. I am currently on my fitness journey. I haven't been eating things like chips and stuff like that, but once in a while I'll have a little snack like this. So yeah, I need to do an updated fitness video. Let me know if you guys want to see that, like my gym routine or something like that, or like what I eat, my diet. I'm gonna take down my roller sets. I want to take them down now so I have time to fix my hair in case it goes horribly wrong. So yeah, I just curled them going that way because I kind of wanted that sort of vibe. So let's see. Okay, all right, so this video is officially wrapped up, and I want to thank you guys for watching and going through this story time with me about how God gave me a talk show, how it manifested into my life, the process, the prayers, the writing it down and letting it go, and how it happened. So yeah, that's how it happened for me. My prayers don't always get answered in that way. Sometimes they get answered when I really am still like holding on tight to whatever it is that I want. So yeah, God works in mysterious ways. And we will never really understand. We can only understand, you know, hindsight 2020, when we look back and we're like, oh, I see how the pieces piece together. But yeah, other than that, I do want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here with me, and I'm so honored and excited to just get on this journey with you guys. And I like that you guys get to see this vulnerable point of being a beginner for me. So I'm a beginner in this, so you guys get to see like my very first production out there, and then we get to look back together maybe 10 years down the line and get to say, oh, that's interesting, that's crazy, look at what, you know, has been accomplished and what has been done. So yeah, I'm really excited that you get to be on that journey with me, and I get to share it with you guys, and hopefully it can be something positive. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.